Penn State at West Virginia, big noon kickoff. Jesse, are you nervous? You got to go on the road here. It's Morgantown. Jesse likes this matchup. Producer Jesse likes this matchup. So let's just say this out loud. So the game's down to 8.5 now. Penn State at FanDuel favored by 8.5. Hats off, again, out of conference, week 1 game. Very intriguing. We got Gus and Joel on the call here. Penn State, if we say it out loud, extremely hostile environment here. New offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator on the road. All the makings, right? All the makings. Well, let's dive in because it feels like a terrible matchup for West Virginia once you dive in a little bit. Last year, I had a bad hiccup. Not West Virginia. They actually had a good year last year. I had a bad hiccup there. Very run-heavy team. Struggled to throw the ball. Penn State, they are very veteran inside on this defensive line. They have full-grown men there. They got a really good pair of edge guys. Zach Frazier was the center in this game last year that gave Penn State some problems. He's not there anymore. And so I'm sitting there looking and I'm saying, I don't think they're going to run it on Penn State. Can they throw it on them? Can Garrett Green sync up with new receivers? These are transfer receivers. I mean, Jaden Bray, for example. Can he sync up with him? This was about a 54, 55% completion guy last year. They're going to need to throw the ball on Penn State to win it. Everyone's focused on these new corners at Penn State. Well, first off, even if they haven't fully settled in, we think they have, but even if they haven't, is this the team to expose that? Now, Josh, Drew Aller didn't throw the ball well last year either. Well, against Ohio State, he didn't. Against Michigan, he didn't. Drew Aller threw for 325 and 3 touchdowns against West Virginia last year. So this was the one where he did go off. I think it was his first career start, too. So does that pass game click immediately? We got Andy Koldenicki in there, new offensive coordinator. I don't think it's a huge key, even if it doesn't. Maybe they throw the ball well, but even if they don't, should this not be the game, or a game, where Katron Allen and Nick Singleton just kind of lean on West Virginia? Shouldn't they be able to go in there and take that crowd out of the game? Yes, the answer is they should. On this paper, games were played on this, they should. Will they be able to? West Virginia could have something to say about this on third down. If they can earn the right to rush the passer. 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 6. If you can get to 3rd and long, obvious passing downs, then you've earned the right to expose whether they've backfilled for Olu Fashanu at left tackle. He's off to the NFL now, so maybe there's a vulnerability there you can take advantage of. They led the Big 12 in sacks last year at West Virginia. But you got to get there. And I think they're going to have a tough time getting them in those situations. Penn State wants to run it. Stylistically, the strength for West Virginia, strength for Penn State, they don't match up in a way where it makes me feel overly confident for West Virginia here. So let's take a look at what the model thinks. The model is even more bullish. This number's come down. There's been money that came in on West Virginia because this was Penn State minus 10.5, and now it's down to Penn State minus 8.5. The model liked where the number was originally. We've got Penn State minus 10. I thought about it, guys. I want to let you know I thought about it, but I am going to go with Penn State to win, Penn State to cover. It's treacherous, but let me just remind you, West Virginia 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games against ranked teams. And look, I don't do that a whole lot. The trends, I don't really believe in trends all that much. Anecdotally, I'll throw it out there early in the season because we don't have in-season stats to go off of yet.